The task is not so much to see what no one else has seen yet, but to think what nobody else has thought yet, about that which everybody sees. Playing dumb might sound deceptive, but it's an art form. If done with genius intellect, it can even win the most difficult battles. What if I told you that playing dumb is the wisest way to dominate others, win battles, and accomplish what nobody else can? Let's take a look at the thinker who played dumb to win, the German philosopher, Arthur Schopenhauer. This legendary historical figure presented a different way of looking at the world. He proved that anyone could be successful and respected globally by simply playing dumb. Schopenhauer faced criticism from many, even from his own family, since his teenage years. His mother called his quest to understand the world better than anyone else a foolish ambition. She believed his efforts to master and improve things beyond his control were pointless. This highlights just how difficult it must have been for Schopenhauer to convey his message and his deep understanding of how the art of playing dumb works. He once said, "Mostly it is loss who teaches us about the worth of things." Playing dumb is intentional foolishness, a deceptive attitude that shows I don't have much knowledge. To Schopenhauer, pretending to be a fool is not an act of foolishness, but rather the wisest of actions. Let's see why. This skill is a true talent for many reasons. Let's explore how playing dumb can be helpful and what benefits it brings. A genius skill for surprise. You may have heard the saying, "Work hard in silence, let your success make the noise." This perfectly describes the essence of playing dumb. You pretend to be less intellectual, less capable, and less courageous than you really are, and when the time comes to reveal your true potential, the world is left in awe. This is a deceptive way to win over your opponents. You make them believe you're not powerful or smart enough to defeat them. They prepare for the battle with the false potential you've shown them. But when the time comes, you unleash your true intellect and your opponents are left scrambling. Schopenhauer put it this way: one should not openly display all of one's strength, but rather appear slightly weaker so that when the critical moment arrives, one can reveal their full power to the surprise of the opponent. This strategy has been used by warriors throughout history to win many wars. They would pretend to have less force or fewer capabilities than they actually did, making the opposing team prepare for battle based on a false understanding of the situation. Sun Tzu, another philosopher, captured this art of deception perfectly. All warfare is based on deception. Hence, when we are able to attack, we must seem unable. When using our forces, we must appear inactive. Displaying all your power and skill is like opening yourself up to the world, making you a book that everyone can read. The mystery is gone, and you instantly become the least interesting person around. Those who play dumb often possess a deeper intellect and act with wisdom. They speak only when necessary, becoming listeners rather than talkers. And as we know, a good listener is also a keen observer. Take Albert Einstein, for example. He developed the theory of relativity not by bragging about his ideas, but by quietly observing nature. Like an apple falling from the ground, he didn't boast about it. Instead, he waited for the right moment to reveal his discovery. Charles Darwin mastered the theory of evolution because he observed biological patterns. In fact, every person who became the first to do something had the unique power of observation. This art of pretending to be common while observing the world around them led them to groundbreaking discoveries, earning them titles that have lasted for centuries. Nobody could take their place. The art of leading. When you play dumb, you don't just take a back seat. You take the front seat and lead people. Schopenhauer put this beautifully. Wisdom is knowing when to speak and when to listen. If you're the kind of person who speaks too much, people may not take you seriously. They may label you as a raw speaker and devalue your words. In contrast, someone who is mostly quiet is often seen as more wise. People value their words because they are selective about when and what they say. Plato put it this way: wise people speak because they have something to say. Fools speak because they have to say something. Mahatma Gandhi also spoke about the power of silence. Speak only if it improves upon the silence. What you say reflects what you know, but what you listen to can add to your knowledge. By listening, you might learn something new, and when the time comes, this new knowledge might help you in ways you didn't expect. Playing dumb is not always about being smart. It can also be an act of kindness to humanity. Not everyone is as intellectually capable as you, especially the elderly or those with disabilities. In these situations, the purpose of playing dumb changes. Pretending to be less intelligent in front of people who are less capable than you is a way of showing kindness. Let them feel that they are intelligent and capable without revealing your full potential. Don't let them feel less than you. Take your parents as an example. As they age, they may lose some cognitive abilities. Showing them that you're more intelligent than they are would be cruel. There's a big difference between being dumb and pretending to be dumb. At this stage, pretending to be dumb is an act of kindness and a gesture of love. It helps others feel capable and it preserves their dignity. This principle also applies to teachers and bosses who deserve our respect. Pretending to be less capable in front of those in higher positions is an act of respect. There's no harm in letting them feel like they've achieved something on their own without taking credit. This is also a victory for your conscience. As Schopenhauer said, to play the fool is the last resort in order to cover the defects of others. Life isn't always about winning. Sometimes we need to preserve the dignity of others, and in doing so, we might need to play dumb. Take the back seat. Without great solitude, no serious work is possible. Pablo Picasso. Today's world is obsessed with taking the spotlight. We all want to be the center of attention, but Schopenhauer's art of playing dumb advises the opposite. When you're struggling, stay hidden. Let the world think you're doing nothing with your life, and when the time comes, reveal the results of your hard work. Win in silence and let others believe you're still losing. There's always a right moment for the spotlight. Keep working hard and playing dumb, and you'll eventually earn the spotlight without even trying. Schopenhauer emphasized the importance of waiting for the right moment. Never show off too early, as it can ruin everything. Don't try to appear smarter than you are. Just let your productive thoughts emerge at the right time. Lao Tzu, the ancient Chinese philosopher, said, "The sage wears rough clothing and holds the jewel in his heart." Wise people don't announce their wisdom. The world will see their true potential at the right time. Expensive things like intellect, power, and knowledge should remain hidden until they naturally reveal themselves. As Epictetus wisely put it, keep silence for the most part, and speak only when you must, and then briefly. Consider this. Do you like show-offs? People don't admire those who brag about things they may not even have. And if they do possess those things, constantly boasting about them takes away their value. Frank Lucas captured this perfectly. The loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room. Those who brag the most are often the weakest. On the other hand, those who remain silent and speak only when necessary are the wisest. People with firm decisions and strong will remain in the shadows, while those who are empty inside seek to take credit for things they haven't earned. Schopenhauer, too, was against showing off. He believed one could win people over by acting foolish. In fact, people generally don't like someone who's constantly trying to prove their intellect. It's better to avoid unnecessary arguments or striving to prove you're the smartest in the room. Things you truly own, be it intellect, power, or knowledge, speak for themselves. Bragging only diminishes their value and removes others' interest. Playing dumb is a smart move, and this video is proof of that. This act doesn't define you as an actual fool. In fact, the best players of this art are often the smartest of all. It's a gateway to a satisfying life full of kindness, humanity, and purpose. A true player of the dumb game, with the right intentions, will experience the joy of true victory. If you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.